How you guys doing today? I'm feeling kind of hungry. How you doing? Hey. Guess what? Oi.
So, hey chickas, we are welcoming you back to another Girl Talk. I'm here with the beautiful Matt.
Hi.
And today we're going to be talking about
Periods.
Woo!
It's like wasting. Just to sum it up, you basically bleed from your vagina.
You bleed from your vagina. We are going to say. Okay, so pretty much what happens is a period or your menstrual cycle lasts for 28 days.
Yeah.
On average. So some girls are more.
Some girls are less.
Yeah. And what happens is on day one.
Well, you bleed.
Yes. So day one is the first day of when you start bleeding. And then from there, the average that you supposedly have your period is 7 days.
But
Most girls.
3 to 6.
Yeah. And then on day 14, you ovulate. You've got 2 ovaries. And then you've got fallopian tubes on either side, and then you've got your uterus. On day 14, an egg will be released from the ovary, just on one side. It'll take about 3 days for the egg to get 15 centimeters to your fallopian tube and into your uterus.
Yeah.
And there it will just stay there until you begin to bleed again, really. Which is, and so it just kind of, if it's unfertilized, is what a period is just like the fluid and the mucous membrane inside your uterus just kind of flushing out so it can refresh so that you can potentially get pregnant again. So pretty much your body is a baby maker. It just wants you to get pregnant.
Yeah.
And as women, that's kind of a good thing. That's how our bodies are supposed to be.
Yeah, that's what women are.
Like in nature. Yeah.
Children.
We are baby makers. When I first heard about them, I'd obviously been with a few of my little friends, and I got in the car and I was like, Mum, can we get my periods from Kmart? All my girlfriends got their periods from Kmart, and Mum was like, what? Who have you been talking to? Who have you been with? What? Mum was like, do you even know what a period is? And I was like, no.
Honey.
Yeah.
Okay.
So she told me what it was, and I was like, you can't make me do that. I was like, I'm adamant, completely adamant that you are never, ever going to get me to do that. You can't make me do that. And Mum was like, no, I can't make you do that, but it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen. It would be easier if Mother Nature just like texted you and was just like, congratulations.
You're not pregnant.
Goodbye. Have a nice month.
Like that conversion into womanhood is a good thing, and it's something to be celebrated because it just means that you're maturing.
But it's completely normal, and I think every girl needs to realize that and not feel ashamed. Pretty Woman.
Walking down the street, pretty woman.
I love that movie so much.
We should go watch that movie.
I love that movie.
But you don't really want to say an age because it varies so much.
I've known a couple of my friends' mums actually didn't even get theirs till 17.
Yeah, see, so I got mine at 16 and that was considered late.
Yeah. I think it can, their age bracket that they say is 9
to
16, but really it could be more or less. Like, when I first got my period, I was in year 7, so I was 12 turning 13, so that was, I think that's average.
Yeah.
It's the average.
I think 50% of girls by the age of 12 have their period. I think that's the current stat.
Yeah. I ran up to my mom and I was crying. I was like, I think I'm dying. I'm bleeding from my vagina.
Cramps are really common just before or during your period. Yeah.
Sometimes that's so bad that I can't go to school. Like, you just can't move. It's painful.
I knew some girls who would get time off every time they got their period, like the first 2 days, just because they couldn't stand up.
So bad.
You have to hug yourself in like a little ball and like you just like rock yourself.
I can get through this. Drink lots and lots of water.
Even though you already feel bloated,
like just
and you feel like water's gonna make you feel more bloated, just drink more.
And whenever I have cramps, I just lay on my stomach, like on the bed or something, and have like a heat pack on my stomach.
Heat packs, yeah.
And that helps me personally, so I'm not sure about other people.
So pretty much it's just either like white,
gooey,
milky.
Basically like an off yogurt or milk.
Oh, don't make it sound gross. It's a bit of fluid in your undies, and it's healthy, okay? It might scare you, and it might make you feel uncomfortable, and if it does, you can just wear a panty liner, which are like these thin little things that you put inside your undies. Easy, no one can see it, nice and simple, you can barely feel it, and that'll just keep your undies clean. It's pretty much just your body getting rid of like unwanted toxins and stuff and making sure that your vagina is healthy and
it's getting rid of the bacteria, so then you don't get any infections.
Discharge is good, don't get infections.
What?
Dr. Maddie, can I swim on my period?
Yes, you can, but don't wear a pad.
If you don't feel comfortable wearing a tampon, maybe you've just got your period, or you just don't like the idea of that, because there are some girls who don't wear tampons, and that's fine, but it's probably better that you just don't go in the water when you have your period. So until you feel comfortable with the tampon, just avoid it. Yeah. If you can. So there's this thing, you're just going to shove it up yourself.
I think for any girl for the first time, it's kind of like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't really know if it's in right. Like,
it's scary.
It's scary.
For those of you who don't know what they are, here's some I prepared earlier. These little babies are called tampons. Okay, so these are actually the boxes. These aren't the.
Do you know what? I actually love the boxes. They're really pretty.
There's 8 in a little box like this. You only need 1 at a time, but you do need to change them at least every 8 hours.
Yeah,
so don't sleep in tampons.
Yeah.
Make sure you change them regularly, and that'll keep you feeling cleaner and more hygienic as well. When you open up the packet, you'll get this little leaflet as well. And so this is like the directions of how to do it. I would recommend reading it, but you'll probably still be confused even after you've read it. If you know how to do it, then throw that away. This is a tampon. This tiny little thing. Well, this is an Australian tampon. I know that American ones have like an applicator.
Well, the ones that I use are these ones. I like these are pretty, but also they twist. You see, you twist it, and it's
there's half, and then you
pull, and then you pull the string.
Oh. So there's not really a technique as such. It's kind of like you use your index finger on the bottom of it, and then that'll be the finger that
that's what I do. That's easier.
So your vagina is in between your urethra, which is where your wee comes from, and your anus, where your poo comes from. I remember I was told to use a mirror the first time I was confused.
Yeah, because then you can. It sounds disgusting, but it's your body. You need to see.
Okay, you can get different sizes of tampons. So you'll find it on the outside of the packet. There's like slim fit.
Medium, no, regular,
extra super. So go for one that fits your flow. So if you've got a light flow, go for a smaller one, and if you've got a heavier flow, go for a bigger one.
Basically.
Oh, and by the way, sometimes tampons can leak. So if you are worried about that, or maybe you're on a heavy day of your period and you're not sure whether it will start leaking or whatever, maybe wear a liner underneath. Like in your undies. If you ever do get a leak, there's 2 things I'd recommend. To wear dark/black pants.
I don't wear white shorts.
Don't wear white.
It's not a good idea.
You do get a leak and you need to wash it out of your pants. Wash it out, but wash it with cold water. I can't make sure it's cold, otherwise it will stain.
Fun fact of the day.
Yeah.
Did you know that you actually have to pay tax on tampons?
Yes! Yes! Government, you suck! You suck! We should get onto this. This is gender bias. This is sexist! For bed, I always wear pads. There are such thing as nap time.
That's a pretty box.
Pads, yeah, this is a pretty box. Nice. Not advertising or anything, but okay, so these ones are just bigger than all the rest.
Oh, it's like a tray and everything. Okay.
Yeah, it's like a little tray. It's like a little bow. Yeah, and so these ones are pretty much the size of your whole undies. So it'll go from like the very back of your undies. This is like your vagina here, so like the very front.
Which is good because when you sleep, you roll around.
Yeah, you toss and you turn. Here we have some pads to show you. So this one's a liner. So this is what a liner looks like, and you literally just place it in the bottom of your undies. So this bit is where your vagina goes, and you shouldn't be able to notice it. Put it on. This one is another pad, but this one is, and they come with little fun facts. I love these ones. In Texas, it is illegal to graffiti a cow. Yeah, so this one's wingless. I don't actually recommend these. I don't even know why they still make them.
Yeah.
Because they don't.
They bunch up.
They bunch up in your undies. They don't stay there. But if that's what you prefer, then go for that. Yeah. Pad you. This one is a winged one. Oh, that was terrible. It's exactly the same until you take this little bit off. Ta-da!
And it's like opening a door.
Yeah, you get these little wings that fold out. Okay, so the same thing. You're laying your undies flat, and then these wings will actually wrap around the bottom of your undies, and then it'll sit down like this. Does that make sense?
Okay, if I have one on my head, then. Okay.
Does this make my head look big? It's physical and emotional.
Yeah.
Disturbances caused by some pretty heavy fluctuations in your hormones. Which is just, it's the best way to put it because that's literally just what happens when you're in a period. Your hormones just go absolutely crazy.
And they just bounce around. It just makes your moods
fluctuate. You become very moody, irritable.
It's really hard to
fatigued.
explain.
You become, you just become tired,
grumpy, tired, you're moody, you hate everyone, and you want chocolate.
All the time, you always want chocolate. And other girls get like really bad bloating.
No, I get really bad bloating on my period.
Bloating,
That's one of
cramps,
bloating. I know some people that get headaches actually on their periods.
Yeah, headaches, sore breasts.
Not even just cramps in your stomach, like cramps on your legs, like in your muscles. I know a couple of people that cramp, like.
That's got to do with the fact that you're losing blood, and so you're losing
you're dehydrated as well.
Yeah, you're losing the minerals and the elements that in your body that you normally have, which is why it's really important to keep up a healthy and balanced diet all the time, obviously, but especially when you are in a period, just to kind of replace the things that you're losing. Eat more foods with iron, because you're losing blood, which means you're losing iron.
Apparently it's actually really good for you.
It is very good for you. They say light exercise is the best, so like a bike ride, a walk.
Go swimming.
Yeah, just something, and if you go swimming, that's okay as long as you're wearing a tampon. Don't actually please do not try to wear a pad in the water.
It actually it's like a diaper.
It's going to make it worse.
Also, if anyone hasn't noticed, it sags. It'll make you look like you have like 4 vaginas in one.
I would say
there's actually,
wear a tampon or don't go in the water.
There's a rumor that you don't bleed when you're in the water.
No, false.
That is false.
False.
Completely false. And I have learned that the hard way.
Have I got to bully my teeth?
No, you're good.
Feels like I do. I definitely recommend packing pads and tampons or one or the other, whichever one you prefer, in pretty much every single one of your bags.
I have a little box of tampons in all of
every
my
bag. Same. But I'd also recommend keeping a spare pair of undies. So pretty much every single school nowadays will have pads and tampons in supply. So go in.
Sick bay.
Yeah, sick bay. If you are kind of uncomfortable to say I got my period, then you can just say something like
I've got a small tummy.
No, code word like I need some kind of personal supplies, or it's that time of the month.
Yeah.
Or the nurse will no doubt understand your situation and will be able to help you.
I need girl stuff.
Yeah. Girl stuff.
I know most schools actually have spare uniforms in the nurse's office if it does go everywhere. So thank you. So thank you for watching our little talk on a big talk on the big P.
The big scary P word. Periods.
P.
Thank you for watching our little girl talk.
Thank you.
And we will hopefully be back soon.
Bye. And she's like, shh.
Try to breathe in when you do it. Ready? Try to breathe in.